Hey there, Heather. Ho there, Chef Connor Dunn. Welcome you to another Stone Cold Hockey video about the 64-65 season, trying to make the Leafs four-peat. They were the 62, 63, and 64 champions in real life. In the semifinals, they fell to those pesky Montreal Canadiens. Right now, we are leading the NHL. Only six teams. We're 1 point ahead of Detroit and 2 points ahead of Montreal, and only 6 points ahead of Chicago. So it's a 4 team race. Rangers are 15 back, with Boston being 24 back in the playoff hunt. The goal scoring leader is Bobby Hull with 37 because it's Bobby Hull, and he was trying to get to 50 goals. Well, it's 37 goals in 53 games, so nobody got the 50 goals in 50 games rule. Assist wise, Stan Mikita with 54, far exceeding everyone else. Andy Bathgate's seventh in assists. My best guy, Ron Ellis, fourth, 27 goals. Points wise, Makita, 72, leads Ullman and Bobby Hall. My best point scorer is Mahavlich, who's 12th. Penalty minutes, Dan Makita leads Bob Bond and Reg Fleming. Sochuk is the best goalie by goals against, and Jody Bauer number 5 for us. Standings wise, we're number 1. Detroit's number 2. Now we've played, us and Detroit have played the fewest of the game, in the 6 teams. We have 29 wins. Detroit has a lot of ties. Montreal has a lot more wins. So we have the most wins, the best points percentage. Goals scoring, we're tied with Detroit for third, but we are number 1 in goals allowed for now. Great home record. Road record, we're only 2 games above 500. In fact, we have the best road record because everyone else is below 500 except for Montreal, who are at 500. Teams wise, 16 to Toronto, Terry Sachak, 17, 10, and 2. Bauer, 12, 8, and 4. Our schedule and all that looking. We had a 5 game winning streak, lost to Montreal, then beat Detroit, but lost to Boston. I mean, losing to Boston is one thing. Highlights wise, our best win, 8-2 against the Rangers. First loss of 4 to the Rangers. And all that. 9 hat tricks have been scored. Claude Provo, Raj Gilbert, Ron Ellis. Our hat trick against the Blackhawks. Ron Murphy, Camille Leo Henry, Phil Esposito, Nora Ullman, Bobby Hull, and Red Kelly recently in Montreal. All places. Our 5-1 comeback against the Rangers on October 18th, and our third game was the most watched game. Rangers Chicago from January 16th, about a month ago, when Chicago was down 2-0 but came back to win 6-3. The third start and the second start and the third start just a few weeks ago. Montreal Detroit, when Montreal won late in the game, made it the third start. I don't know why it was that big. Oh, the comeback from 2? Oh, Detroit was up 2-0. Nah. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Well, it is February the 20th. We host Chicago. And it will be Sawchuk versus Glenn Hall. Two great goalies, as it should be. Two former Detroit Red Wing goalies. I don't think at the same time. Anyway, Sawchuk and Bauer, the great pairing for the Leafy Poos. We got Sawchuk in the intra-league draft from the Red Wings. The Big M, Frank Mahovlich, Roddy Ellis, number 6 in your programs, Davey Keon, number 14, and the only Leaf to win Conn Smythe for playoff MVP. Bobby Pulford, future Chicago GM. Red Kelly, 8 Stanley Cups, the most by a player not associated with the Habitants. Eddie Bathgate, former Rangers icon. Ron Stewart, future Rangers icon. George the Chief Armstrong, our captain. Tim Harding, known for his donuts and his bear hugs. Jim Pappen, future Blackhawk icon 6 years later. Don McKinney came over in the deal with Andy Bathgate. Kent Douglas, I think he's a SEAL. Pete Stankowski, the Polish rifle. Eddie the Entertainer Shack. Carl Brewer, great defenseman. Alan Stanley as well. Dickie Moore, former Montreal icon. Brett Selby, future Calder Trophy winner. Billy Harris, future Islander icon. Bob Bond, great defenseman who scored the winning goal in Game 6 of the 64 Cup final in real life that forced Game 7 and Montreal won that game 4-0. The Hawks, Bobby Hall, the Golden Jet, what am I thinking? Stan Mikita, the guy who had a lot of penalty minutes until his 2-year-old daughter wanted to know why daddy was in the box all the time, and Mikita decided to change his ways. Kenny Warham, also there. Phil Esposito as a Hawk. People forget about him. If you're not, if you're really a hockey historian, you know that Phil Esposito was with the Blackhawks. He got lazy, and then they traded him to Boston for the 67-68 season. Chico Mackey, Pierre Pilat, great defenseman. Edgar Starenko, Dougie Moens, who played a lot of time. Bill Hay, Dennis Hall, Bobby's brother. John Pye McKenzie, future Bruin star. Fred Stanfield, future Bruin. Camille the Eel Henry, I don't know why he should be with the Rangers. Matt Ravlich, Al McNeil, R.I.P. Doug Jarrett, Moose Fosco, Denny DeShorty. I'm sorry. Well, DeShorty with Glenn Hall, Wayne Hillman, and Ken Hodge Sr. Here we go. 6 minutes in the game. Toronto, 2-minute penalty on the Hawks. They throw Camille the Eel gets a penalty. I'm surprised I didn't even do that goal thing for him. Anyway, Alan Stanley with the assist. 1-0 Cheetah. Much later. No shot by Makita. 3 minutes later. Leafs Stewart. Ooh. Followed by another Leafs chance. Papin. No. And the Leafs are up 1-0 through 1. Ron Ellis from Alan Stanley. 5 minutes later. Battle. Delivered a hit, but Pierre Pilat gets a 2. Leafs a chance. Oh. Selby had a chance to score, but then Dickie Moore decided to take a dumb penalty. Nice action. Just for Eddie Bethke. Damn it. Saved by Blackhawks. Espo? No, we stopped them. 6 minutes later. Chance for Pulford? No. 4 minutes later. Espo? No. Probably the last chance. Bathgate? No. The two goals are but the Leafs are up 1-0. Third 2. Under the third. 2 minutes later. Makita? No. From Armstrong and 2-0 T-Dot. Toronto trying to kill the clock. Mora? No. Come on, Mom. Chance for Ellis? No. Much later. Please stand up. Please stand up. Please stand up. So Dickie Moore scores from the Big M and Stemkowski. This game should be over. Bobby Hall missed it. There we go. There's the game. And the Hawks get hawked upon Hawktua. As the Leafs win 3-0. Sawchuk with the shutout. Ellis Mahavlich and Dickie Moore were the goals. Dickie Moore? Really? Really? Yeah, Dickie Moore scored. Well, but the Leafs are up 3-0. Went 3-0. And that's Sawchuk's fourth shutout. Crozier has more shots. The only one with more shots with 5. That's okay. We have the Sunday game. We have to head to Detroit. Boston, Chicago. Chicago rebounds with a 3-0 shutout win of their own. DeShorty over Johnston. Doug Bones with the pair of goals. Chico Mackey with the other goals. We've had so good. Montreal Rangers, no score. Reals? Worsley and Paille with the tie. Their 18th tie for the Rangers. Wow, holding Montreal to no goals. So we're in Detroit Rock City, and as expected, no back-to-back nights. So Bauer gets to start against Crozier. Well, Carl Wetzel. Come on, you got to put Carl Wetzel in sometime. Anyway, the Red Wings, Normie Ullman, Gordie Howe, Mr. Hockey, Alex Delvecchio, part of the production line, Bruce McGregor, Ron Murphy, Floyd Smith, future Leaf head coach, and GM, I think. Terrible Ted Lindsay, back in Detroit after 5 years in Chicago. Parker McDonald, Eddie Joyle, Paul Henderson. Yes, Canada fans, that Paul Henderson. The Canada Cup 72 hero. The Canada Cup 72 Summit Series. Why am I saying Cutter, you idiot? Pitt Martin, future Blackhawk icon. Doug Barkley, future Wings coach and GM. Gary Bergman, Larry Jeffrey, that's not how you spell my legal last name. Val Fontaine, the guy who spent 5 years getting a minor penalty in the NHL. Lowell McDonald, Marcel Pronafel, former Leaf. Al Langlois, the guy who stupidly gave the puck to Bob Bond, who scored the winning overtime goal in Game 6. Pete Gogan, Bill Gadsby, an icon. John McMillan, Andre Pronafel, Warren Godfrey, Bob Dillabo. Here we go. Early on. Leaves a chance. Red Wings a chance for RBL, but no. 1 minute later. Another chance for the Wings. Jeffrey? No. Jeffrey. 6 minutes later. Yours! A snake hit. Hit Martin his 6 from Omen and Yasmin. It's 1-0 Red Wings. For the first time in a little bit. The Leafs have given up a goal. Battle? And yet, got a penalty. Davey Keelan for 2. Delvecchio shoots, but then Bergman gets whistled for a penalty, so that's not good news. Red Wings run Murphy. Oh. Mahovlich had a chance to score, but he didn't. And after 1 period, we are down 1-0. Red Wings have more ties than wins. I mean, losses. What am I thinking? This pitch is again. It's 7 from Floyd Smith. 2-0. Is Floyd Smith a defenseman? No, he's a winger. Winging. 2 minutes later. Oh, Jeffrey! Oh, Jeffrey! Has A from Delvecchio and Howe, part of the production line. 3-0 Rangers. They're down in their defense to 8. Hopefully we can stop them dead. Gordie Howe? No. Detroit playing the clock. And a chance by Pitt Martin for the hat trick. No. No hat trick. And Ted Lindsay counts. What is going on? Why can't we get the chances in Detroit? We really need it. Ullman misses the shot. What is going on? Are the dice hit in our territory? Where's McGregor? What is going on? Why aren't we getting nothing? That's a chance for Leaf score. Finally. Ronnie Stewart from Ron Ellis. I do run. I do run. Yeah, his name is Jill. Not really. I can attest to that. I do run. I do run. 4 minutes later. Eddie Joyal, he's so loyal. And Ron Murphy makes it 4-1 Wingding. Well, that sucked. We didn't get anything going. I wonder how many dices were on our way. Only like 5. That proves it. Well, Ron Stewart scored a goal. I keep thinking Ron Stewart was a member of the Ottawa Rough Riders in the CFL, but I guess not. Martin 2, Jeffrey and Joel. That's funny. 6, 7, 8, 9. Sequential. Anyway, the Leafs. Oh, we're back home. I think we get Boston. Detroit, Chicago. Detroit crushed Chicago 5-1 as Crozier beat Hall. Chicago scored a goal by Ravlich, but Murphy, Ullman, Floyd, and Delvecchio put up the goals for the Wingdings. Rangers were at Montreal, and Montreal wins 4-2 as Worsley took down Paille. Ranger goals by John Brenneman and Raj Gilbert, his 20th. Congratulations. Provo with 2, Backstrom and Tremblay the others. Now we host Boston, who are the worst team in the NHL, and Sawchuk back in the net against Jack Norris, who I think has only won 1 game, right? And I think he's got the least wins. I gotta hold on because I think, yeah, Jack Norris only has 1 win. Yeah, Jack Norris only has 1 win in the least amount of wins. Carl Wetzel is the only goalie behind him, but he hasn't played a game for the Wings. Anyway, Frank Mahovlich. Oh, yeah. Well, faced Boston. Johnny Busick, Boston's version of the Chief, who was captain. Murray Oliver, Reg Fleming, the first NHLer diagnosed with CTE. Dean Prentice, Tommy Williams, an American in the 16-man NHL. That comes to Breeze. Ed Westfall, future others. I got Ad McDonald, Ted Green, the guy in 1970 who actually ended up fighting Wayne Mackey in that stick-swing brawl and got his skull fractured. Bill Nibs, Wayne Maxner. Speaking of Vancouver Canucks, Erling Kurtenbach. He was named the first captain of the Canucks. Well, Wayne Mackey was a Canuck and then died of brain cancer. And his number 11 was retired until Mark Messier strong-armed his way there. Wayne Rivers, Forbes Kennedy, who 4 years later was a Leaf, but unfortunately he got in deep shit because he pushed a referee during those playoffs. Ronnie Schock, 3 years later, he would score a double overtime goal to win the conference finals for the Blues making the final. Leo Bullman, Bob Leiter, Bob Woodridge, John Oliver, Tom Johnson, future Boston head coach, Bob McCord, Murray Belfour, former Blackhawks playoff hero of 1961, Gary Dornhofer, future Hockey Night in Canada analyst, Sean Gilbert, and Joey Watson, future Flyer. 6 minutes later, battle, aggression. Toronto ruins Boston's defense. Bobby Bond for 2 minutes. Uh-oh. Power play, Westfall? No. Another chance for Busick? No. 5 minutes later, battle, aggression. Toronto 2 hits and Kent Douglas in the box for 5 minutes. So Boston can score any amount of goals in 5 minutes. We're in trouble. Chance for Tommy Williams? No. That would be avoided that trouble. Boston's got more ties than wins. This is a long, long game. Bob Woodridge? No. Chance for Boston, Wayne Maxner? Oh, 2 minutes later, battle. Teams with a hit. Wilson? 8:15. Kent Douglas again for 2 minutes. Boston a chance. Busick, not a chance. I don't know what's going on, but we're not happy. It's 0-0 through 2. 3 minutes later, battle and a fight between Fleming and Mahovlich. So Reg Fleming, known for his fists, takes down Frank Mahovlich for 5 minutes. So Mahovlich is not going to help us. Damn. No, sir, it doesn't. Andy Bathgate, Bathwater Bathgate, with a lot of hitting Red Kelly. Bathgate does his job. He should be back in the box. Oh, will go into the box. Boston chance. Fleming. No, sir. No, sir. 3 minutes later. Red Kelly. The club was pulled through the Bathgate. It's a 2-0 Leafs. Leafs are trying to pull the club. Mr. Dave Keon, the Conn winner, his 20th. Congratulations, salutations on that goal. Dave Keon, yeah. The Conn Smythe Trophy was only invented in 1965, and the Leafs have only won one Stanley Cup since 1965. That was 67. Last moments. Boston gets mad Reg Fleming for 2 minutes. It doesn't matter. The Leafs take down Boston quite handily 3-0. And that's the second shutout of that the Leafs had in this video, and the second shutout by Sawchuk et al. Bathgate, Kelly, and Keon. Kelly and Bathgate both had 2 points in the game. Very good. Yeah, Frank Mahovlich was in the box, but it didn't matter because the Leafs just said, screw it, we're going to win. So Thursday games, nothing. Friday, Saturday, we are hosting the Rangers, and we have not faced those Rangers yet. And that'll be our last game of the thing. Well, Sunday we'll simulate. Boston, Detroit. Red Wings win 4-1 as Norris still can't get his second win of the season. Crozier does it. Boston goal by Reg Fleming. They finally score a goal after so many minutes. Delvecchio, Pronafo, Howland, Paul Henderson scoring for the Wingdings. Chicago and Montreal sees a tie, 2-2. Deschordy and Hodge both with the points. Montreal was up 1-0, 2-1. LaPerriere and Belleville with the goals. Chico Mackey and Fred Stanfield getting a goal. That's big. The big names for Chicago not really scoring. Anyway, we host the Rangers, and it will be Johnny Dyer against his former team, the Rangers, against Jacques Plante, who will be a future Leaf 6 years down the road. You see Plante and Marcel Paillet sharing the net. Rod Gilbert, who unfortunately had to have spinal surgery because of him slipping in an ice cream container in Guelph. Don Marshall, yeah, Camille the Hill Henry's now in Chicago, so that makes sense. Boy, Rangers were really stupid to get rid of him. He was like high on the goal scoring list. Don Marshall, Vic Hadfield, a good left winger who could score goals at will in the 70s. Bob Nevin, who went to the Rangers in the Andy Bathgate trade. Earl Inglefield, Shelman, Jean Rattel, Philly Goyette, Lou Ingotti, Doug Robinson, Bill Hick, Rod Sealing, Kitchener, John Brenneman, Harry Howe, Artie Brown, Wayne Hillen, Jim Michael, Jim Nielsen, Larry Cahan, Dougie Johns. I don't know why Fontaine's in there. He should be for the Red Wings, if anything. And Dave Richardson. Here we go. 5 minutes into the game. Rangers chance. Doug Robinson, no. Red Sox, battle, aggression. Douglas, and he goes to the box. Man, he's she scored. Power play goal. He ain't a man for the South. He ain't a Hick. Oh, yes, he is. He's Bill Hick. His 7 from Nielsen and Gilbert. 1-0 Rangers. 5 minutes later, battle of the first delivers a hit. No penalty. Hey. We're almost near the end of the period. Action. Red Kelly. No. It's a 1-1 tie through 20 minutes. 3 minutes later, a battle in the first deliver hit. No problem. 5 minutes later. Action. Chance for Hatfield. Oh. 5 minutes later, Hatfield. And a chance for Robinson. No. 3 minutes later, action. Leafs chance. Bathgate. No. Last moments of the second period. With 53 on the clock, Donnie Marshall from Jean Rattel. And the Rangers have a 2-1 lead. Unreal. Oh boy. 3 minutes later. Chetskilors. Here's to you, Mr. Robinson. You're about to fuck up my Maple Leafs. Shame on you. Shame on you. The 7 from Vic Hatfield. Who's getting assists? We're in trouble. They're content to run the clock down. Donnie Marshall doing his job. Leafs just Harden. Ah, frick. 4 minutes later. Chance for us. Brenneman. Oh, Rangers, Brenneman. We're fucked, aren't we? Wow. We lose to the New York Rangers? Are you kidding me? Oh my god. How? Southgate scored by Hick, Marshall, and Robinson. Damn it, how did we lose? To Jacques Plante. Oh my god. To the second worst team in the NHL. That's gonna hurt. We have to head back to New York. Well, anyway, we're past the 20-minute mark. So Boston at Chicago. Boston shocked Chicago and Johnston in net, not Norris. 4-2. Chicago got shocked. Wow. Boston scored the first 2 goals of the game. Murray Oliver, both of them. But Doug Modes and Espel scoring in the second period. But Boston got the last 2. Nibs and Rich Fleming. What's with Rich Fleming? 11 goals. Montreal Detroit's a tie. Backstrom for Montreal, Delvecchio for Detroit, a tie game. And we went to New York and got revenge. Sawchuk was in net and took down Plante himself. Rangers scored first, Bob Nevin, and then Vic Hatfield also scored. But Leafs scored Ellis, Horton, Shaq Pulford, and Papen. Scoring those goals 5-2 for the Leafs. March the 1st. March the 3rd. Oh, we don't play March 3rd. Okay. Detroit, Chicago. Detroit shuts down Chicago. Crozier does the job. Shut out Delvecchio, McGregor, Delvecchio, and Ron Murphy. Delvecchio scoring. Boston Rangers, the 2 worst teams. Boston wins the cellar dweller game 2-1. Johnston over Paille. 2 goals by Boston. Ab McDonald and Johnny the Chief. Busick, Roger Gilbert for the Rangers. On the 4th, we head to Montreal, but we'll worry about that next video. Rangers Boston rematch. Boston gets another win. Johnston over Paille. It's like, what the heck is going on? Well, Boston goes by 2 goals by Murray Oliver and Dean Prentice. Marshall and Nevin scored. I think all 5 goals were scored on the power play. I just noticed that. So what happened to the points? Well, Detroit's 2 points up on us. But we do have the game in hand where we played Montreal, who have 67 and only 3 points. Chicago at 61. Rangers are 15 back. Yeah, at least the Rangers are 6 points ahead of Boston. Yeah, they have the same amount of wins, though. Bobby Hall leads in goals. Ellis' 4th assist. Makita leads back at 7 points. Makita and Ullman are tied. Ullman would have the Art Ross because of more goals, and Robert Helfrich is 12. Penalty minutes. Bond's 5th. Well, Makita's number 1. Sawchuk number 1 in goals against. Bowers number 6. The Jordy's 3 games below 500. And yeah, he has a 258 goals against. Doesn't make sense. Yeah, Jack Norris has only one win. Jacques Plante has 4 wins, and yet Norris has a better goals against. 10 goalies. Okay, who does not have to? Montreal. Against Scott Borsley's not playing as much. So they took him out, and Carl Wetzel hasn't done anything. Standings wise, well, yeah, there's 70 games, right? Yeah. Chicago and Boston have both played 61, and the Rangers played 60. So we've played 50. Well, us and Montreal will play games number 59. Our points percentage makes sense. 176 in goal scoring. Chicago's fourth, but they have the most goals. Yeah, but they're fourth in goals against. We're second in goals against. Road records are not that great. We have the best road record. We're 2 games above 500. Detroit and Montreal are even. Chicago's 4 games below. Rangers are 7 games below on the road, and the Bruins are terrible. Um, but the Rangers have more road wins than home wins. Well, after all, they did beat us once. So anyway, 9. No one's got a hat trick. Toronto Rangers, Rangers, Chicago, Montreal, Detroit, still there for the amount of the fan graph. But nevertheless, the beat goes on for us. Anyway, I'm Jeff. I'm going to do.